Jonny, thanks for joining us today. Lots happening at Time Out London. Tell us a bit about the projects you're working on.
Sure. So we're putting together a lot of kind of classic Time Out packages at the moment. So we're doing things like cheap eats. That's a refresh of something that we've done very well in the past and that we're going to be expanding this year. We're also doing some more dating content. So we're going to be advising Londoners of the best places to go out, to go on great dates in the city, both kind of restaurants and bars, but activities as well. And as we get into summer, we tend to do things about the great outdoors, and it gets to be a really exciting time to be in the city, so it's a fantastic time for our content as well. So we're doing that. We also have something called the Time Out Love London Awards, which we launched last year, and it's really an opportunity for us to ask Londoners what they love about the city that they live in, as well as kind of reaching out to areas that we maybe don't put into the magazine as much because they're kind of zone 3, zone 4, things like that. But, you know, fantastic bits of London that have interesting bars, cafes, restaurants in them as well. So that's going to be kicking off again this year. Additionally, Time Out is rolling out a lot of other cities in the UK at the moment. So you can now check out Time Out Manchester, Time Out Leeds, Time Out Glasgow, Time Out Edinburgh. And those kind of satellite sites are offering all the same kind of great information about what to do in your free time, places to go, fun things to do. And they've been very successful for us straight off the bat, really. And we found that people in those cities are really kind of crying out for that kind of content, really engaging with it. Yeah, so it's all good at the moment.
Now, you work with PRs on a very regular basis. How would you describe your relationship with the PR industry?
I think it's very strong. I think it's absolutely essential to us as well. One of the maybe unique things about Time Out's relationship with PRs is just how many different sorts of PRs that we work with. So we have a music team working with music PRs, a theatre team working with theatre PRs, food and drink working with food and drink, obviously. And each of those relationships in those different sectors is slightly different. The thing that is common to all those relationships is that they are not pushy, really. I think that's probably the most important thing. So we are requiring of a great deal of information, well-formatted information, to come through every week at a certain time in a certain way in order just to hit our deadlines, essentially. And so we are helpful and asking of PRs to provide that to us, basically, in a kind of nice way. And equally, in a nice way, we're asking PRs not to kind of like foist lots of things on us at the same time, because we get very busy, as any magazine does, but certainly a weekly magazine with this kind of rotation of content gets very busy. And
what else should PRs keep in mind if they are approaching you with pitches?
Time Out's very independent. I think that's one of the things. We're kind of built on this platform where our opinions and our views and the things that we rate, they're not really influenced by a lot of outside factors. So what we're looking for is information. We're looking for things where we might not have heard of it, but we would want to check it out. But certainly, I think PRs ought to bear in mind that we are never just going to take things wholesale. We're always going to investigate and decide, and we won't necessarily write about it just because, you know, it's come in like that.